And right now, two beautiful horses are getting the help they so desperately need after they were found starving, neglected, and hurting in Miami Gardens. The question now is, how could this have gone on for so long, and who is responsible? Our animal advocate, J.C. Birch, is in Miami Gardens trying to get to the bottom of all of this. J.C.?
We sure are, Christy and Lori. The problem is that you've got two parties responsible. You've got the horse owner, and you've also got right here the property owner, also responsible for anything that happens on this property. So we went searching for both to find out, how could this happen? You saw those horses just skin and bones. How come nobody knew? How come nobody did anything? We searched the Spring Lake Club apartments looking for owner Eugene Maury. That's the same developer that owns this piece of property, housing horse stables down the street in Miami Gardens, where these two horses, now named Susie and Justice, were found dangerously close to death.
He's out of town until I don't know.
He's out of town? Monday he's coming back? Do you know where he is?
Europe.
Europe. Okay, but he owns the property, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Back at Red Road and Northwest 156th Street, horse owners and stable renters had no idea who was subletting this barn when this mare and this gelding were abandoned for months. Do you own the horses that were here that were abused and left abandoned?
Nope.
You never saw the gentleman who owned the horses?
No, never.
But the man responsible for this neglect and abuse and leaving these horses without food or water, forced to chew on wood and their own feces, has been here. Because at one point, the horses were cared for.
So he had to come out at night and feed them. So when they got sick, I started feeding them. And then he was coming in at night feeding them.
Nobody seemed to know the name of the man responsible for the animal cruelty charges that are still forthcoming. But we did keep up our search for Eugene Maury of Maury Properties and Amaury Incorporated. That led us to this fancy Las Olas neighborhood and this empty house. Another dead end. And so far, no justice for Justice and Susie. But we are on the case and we are getting to the bottom of this story. Now, the criminal investigation into animal cruelty and abuse just began. This happened on Sunday and now it's Tuesday. I spent a lot of the day on the phone with Miami Gardens detectives as well as animal investigators from Miami-Dade Animal Services. They all tell me they are just beginning their investigation. So you can see in this situation, the person who owns the horses will face those animal cruelty charges when they find that person. Also, what about the civil charges for the property owner? He's going to be investigated as well, and each violation comes with a fine up to $15,000. So you can see this is a very serious situation and a lot of different authorities are involved. Of course, we are the animal advocates. We'll stay on top of it and we'll let you know exactly what happens for Susie and Justice. In Miami Gardens, I'm J.C. Birch for Local 10 News.